Hi, this is DOSBox Mom, and welcome back to Let's Play Treasures of the Savage Frontier. Sorry about the abrupt ending last time. I forgot to turn my timer on and I ran way over. Anyway, at the point where we left off, we had just rescued some dwarves from lordsmen and griffins in this area right here, and then they had given us some information in journal entry 5, which basically said that the dwarves control the area south of the river, and then they also control the area where their old castle used to be, and they'd appreciate our help clearing out the rest of the town, which would weaken the forces guarding the entrance to Lord Gildar's castle. Which is fairly similar to what the clue book had told us, along the same lines. So, this is an inn next door to that building where we just were. We've rested here, so we've got all our spells memorized, and now we're going to move right along. Now that was the Inn of the Lucky Caravan. And this is a tavern, the Bull and Boar. Several Ettins and lordsmen have backed up a group of dwarves in one corner of this tavern. And notice they had the blue Ettins in the monster portrait. Their combat icon, though, is more like the one in Pools of Darkness. Just a minute, please. I'll be right back. And we're back. So we're up against some Ettins that look a lot more like the Ettins from Pools of Darkness. And a bunch of lordsmen. So, I think we'll try going after these first. Yep, 2 square monsters. You have to make sure that when you select them, you select the square that's closest to where you are. Our cleric should be able to use full person in this situation. Well, we got 2 out of 3 that time. Now we want to clear a path so our dwarf allies can help us in this battle. Come on. There we go. See. You know, I think he might be in position to try a nice lightning bolt. I'm gonna bounce back. Finally, our dwarf allies are able to get into melee with some of the opponents. You know, there's You take a look at them. They have no melee weapons, so they can be more help if they're able to get up close and personal with the bad guys. Okay. And our rangers should get a bonus against giant-sized creatures. Okay. Yep. Okay. There's few enough of the lordsmen left that we can just save our cleric spells for later. Yes, he did. Yeah. Okay, and we're down to just the Ettin here. Yeah. There we go. Since this location is so close to the inn, it'll be easy to just go back to the inn afterwards and get ourselves all rested and healed before we move on to other locations. And that's the end of that battle. A little bit of platinum. Bunch of arrows. Okay, and she isn't able to heal anyone just now. Okay. I'm not sure what the deal is with these arrows not combining. And no message from the dwarves this time, so we're just going to go back to the inn and rest. And notice fix doesn't allow you to rememorize spells in this game, which it did allow in Gateway. Excuse me. Okay, so let's continue clearing the town. Okay, and it's early morning, and it looks like, I think we already met the, or did we? Maybe not. So, should be a couple of interesting buildings down here. An ancient stone tower rises above the city here. Several dwarves are standing in the middle of the tower, looking down at the bodies of a number of Zentrum fighters. "This does it," yells one group. "We now control all of Lork on this side of the river." So this would be a safe place to rest. And this is a boat rental place, and it's basically closed until we've taken out Lord Galdar. Flowers have been set against the wall here. Yeah, remember the flowers that were left for the fallen dwarf leader in the other game? A metal plate above them says, "Lord Redblade, we shall avenge you." Someone appears to have tried to pry the plate off the wall, but has only succeeded in scratching it. Okay. Come on. There we go. And here's another ancient stone tower rising above the city here. On the far side of this room, several men are enlarging a crude opening that has been cut in the ancient stone wall. They notice your arrival and release several caged griffins before rushing towards you. Okay. Let's see how many griffins we have to deal with here. Looks like 3 griffins and about 5 lordsmen. Okay, perhaps a stinking cloud. Yeah. Look, that looks like a good spot. Yeah. And we'll try hold person against some of those lordsmen. Good, 3 for 3. Yeah, and well, we'll finish up this battle off camera and find out just what those lordsmen were digging for in the next episode. See you then.